Hello everyone, this is Arjen, and this is Undertale Red. Now, I briefly started this little fan game of Undertale a little while ago, but then I just kind of stopped, like at this moment. Now this is mainly because I couldn't really think of useful things to say about it, and to be honest, I was kind of worried I'd get emotional about it, because Undertale is a very emotional game. Anyway, I think maybe the circumstances just weren't great, so I'm going to give it another shot here. So right off the bat, we're thrown into a Undertale type battle. By the by, if you haven't played Undertale, you should do that first, before looking at any material online. So, like any Undertale thing, we can probably greet or fight this person, so... You politely greet your new guest. Ha. Well, they responded. And now we avoid bullet patterns. Right, Red is considering her options. Also, I love this tune. This is actually the Stronger Monsters theme from the Undertale soundtrack. It's an excellent battle theme. Really hoping Toby Fox continues on the hard mode for Undertale with unique monsters and such. Any excuse to play that game again, of course. Well, we could flirt, but let's continue to talk for a little bit. You ask Red about her day. Hey, knock that off. Ooh. This is interesting. I like it. Ouch. Red tugs at her ribbon nervously. You have her... Oh yeah, there's a ribbon. Okay, let's make a little joke then. You do your best Sans impression. It's incredible. Excuse me. That was a pretty good Sans impression. You tell Red about the journey you've had and the friends you've made. Are you listening to me? She's starting to get a little bit upset. I don't even know why she's attacking me at all. You tell Red you don't want to fight. Dot, dot, dot. What's with you? Look at that angry face. Just straight up trying to strike up a friendly conversation in the middle of a battle? Who? What kind of... Dot, dot, dot. You know what? No. If you don't want to fight, I'll have to make you. Oh, what the... Well, new music has appeared. Also, I like the visual design of this character. They really managed to get a lot of detail in, considering the simplistic style and limitations. This music, though. You tried to say something, but rude baby Red just keeps on going. Looks like acting won't do any good until she tires herself out, right? Think I haven't heard of you already? This is... Ouch. This is interesting. Red does her best to forget the joke you made earlier. It's not working. Yep, that's the power of Sans for you. You ate the hot dog, your HP was maxed out. A new world has been opened up for us. I've never been so excited. Bark, bark, arf, arf. Look at that angry expression. It's adorable. Red's grip is trembling. What a bunch of nonsense. You are nonsense. We will learn the power of friendship. We will teach her the power of friendship, rather. Alright, I need to keep sparing. You're a human, you're the last key to our freedom. I wonder, what kind of canon does this take place in? Because, well, there are a lot of possible endings to Undertale, to put it one way. Can be as much of a sweetheart as you want, but it's not going to change anything. Ah, right. Smells like pomegranates. Alright. What? It's not even just anyone that comes your way, is it? I really like this attack, very creative. Like you have to stay in the room of the dialogue box. Someone needs to calm down. Are you so obsessed with befriending everyone you meet that you'll throw your life on the line just to do it? Alright. Get into a diagonal position relative to the targets. That's the key here. Why even bother? You're just going to get yourself killed. Right, was probably not a good idea to stay in the middle. Ouch. Let's try that again. Here comes trouble. Right. Oh, now they are diagonal. Oh, right. It skipped. I should have read that, sorry. Geez, you're in a real hurry, aren't you? Well, I don't know where you got the idea. But I'm not interested in being your friend. So keep that garbage to yourself. Sooner or later, everyone learns the power of friendship. So I won't reread dialogue I've already read. Yikes. In case you're wondering, I am indeed terrible at Undertale. Those animations, though, I have to respect the amount of work this person put in. So her demeanor right off the bat reminds me a little bit of dying again. Please bear with me. Papyrus. That's the best name, clearly. Alright, talk again. Oh, it's the same thing. It's the same thing it ended with last time, so I don't really need to reread it. There we go. No exploding here today. I need to watch the angle of the little targets, but I'm bad at just predicting the movements. Alright, that's better. Alright, we're almost back to the point where I was before. This attack is pretty easy to avoid when you pay attention. That's fortunate. Oh, whoops, probably... Ah, I should have gone out of the middle. I remember that from last time. Onion rings. Alright then. Were those in the base game? I don't know. Most of these items are actually from the main Undertale game, but... Ah yeah, this one. This one is tough to avoid. And all those monsters you befriended will break their hearts. What's with you? What's with me is the power of friendship. Things aren't going as anyone hoped. Why won't you fight back? Right, it keeps getting more complex. Why won't you fight? Why won't you fight back? Oh, now it's combining the attacks. All of them. Yikes. Yes? What now? I hate this. I hate this so much. We are going to spare her no matter what. Oh right, it said after she's tired out we could try something. You ask Red what's wrong. Oh man, this is going to... People are yelling outside the room. You ask Red what's wrong. You remember the K9 unit, right? If you passed through Snowden, you must have. Well, when I heard them talking about you, it scared me. Not for my safety, mind you. I'd like to think I'm not a terrible fighter, but because all the things they said about you, they were so positive. The Owl considered you a friend. Thing is, not a single human has ever made it past Asgore. After he redeclared war on humankind, 6 fallen humans were reduced to 6 souls, and I felt you would be no different. If you were kind to me only to be killed by our king, I don't know what I'd do. I didn't want to lose anyone else, so I did my best to shut you out. I refused to like you. And then you finally appeared, asking about my day, showing concern, trying to make me laugh. God, I hated every minute of it. But, I guess there's no stopping you, huh? You're a mean, clean, befriending machine. So, thanks for being so patient with me, and, sorry I tried to slice you open, I guess. These things happen. Huh, you're leaving already? Well, I guess you've got places to be, kings to meet. Asgore is our king for a reason. But just because he's strong doesn't mean he's mean. If you ask nicely enough, you can be friends with him too. Knock him dead, champ. Don't actually kill anyone. If you do, I'll be real upset. So, don't do that, okay? Well, that was that. That was the Undertale Red. The Undertale Red fan game. Ring. I guess I could have talked to her more after actually that first time, but the spare option became available and I just kind of automatically pressed it. Hello. Geez, finally, we've been trying to call you for like 1,000 hours. Ever since you wandered off, Babayers has been worried sick about you, and now he won't stop making what he's been calling his regretty spaghetti. I thought that shitposting was foreboding. It's really salty. How the heck did you go? What? How did you end up way out there? You can't even get there from... Well, you better turn back. There's a really huge, ultra-powerful, super gross monster there. Yeah, you'll get your butt kicked for sure. So you met her, huh? She's a good kid, you know. You might think she's a bit too soft for a royal guard. But for one reason or another, the guard's kind of the only family she has. I assigned her over there specifically so she wouldn't have to fight you. But it sounds like things worked out, I guess. It's funny if you think about it. The fear of making and losing a human friend felt pretty silly to me. But now as your undisputed best friend, I can say it's 100% legit. So don't you go dying on us or I'll give you something to die about. Click. Well, more phone calls? I thought it was over. Hold it. So, I totally forgot to tell you how to head back towards the core from there. But it's not gonna be easy. It's going to be tough. It's going to be grueling. I hope you've been training for this day, because it will test your mettle and shake you to your soul. But with my guidance, you might just survive. Are you ready? Are you ready? Good. Here's what you do. You figure it out yourself, because I have no idea. Hop to it, nerd. Well then. Undyne's still much the same. So you can reset and true reset. In other words, you can do the fight again to discover what would happen. I guess certain things carry over if you just reset. Like it might remember that I first befriended and then killed her. And true reset it would not. So I'm gonna do a true reset because that would be too depressing. The game shut down. Let's start it back up. Made with Unity, yep, we know that. Right, so let's just go for the fight option now, no matter how depressing that is. My timing is terrible. Fun fact though, I haven't actually ever finished a Genocide run of Undertale. Don't have the heart for it. I might just do it at some point, but... If you encounter a human, do not confront them. Trail them, and should they be defeated by another monster, retrieve the soul they leave behind. Engage them only if necessary. Those were my orders. And you know what? I'm really not too fond of that last part. I was certain you'd never encounter me. You must have really had to go out of your way to do so, but I can't keep going like this. I was confident waving the sword around... What? I was confident waving the sword around would be enough to ward you off. Yet here you are, standing your ground. Aye. Let's just forget this ever happened. I won't get in your way again. Oh, that's one option. Let's see what happens if we spare her now, because we are good people. Thanks, I guess. Will this result in the same ending? Okay, this time we're going to be evil. Even though it's going to be really difficult for me to do so. Evil is just not my bag. Especially not when you're actually, you know, killing characters that are no longer trying to kill you. This is some great music though. Maybe I should have started with the aggressive options and then done the pacifist ones. I'm guessing the battle will turn really challenging once I fight her here again. Right for the face, huh? I was really worried, you know. Worried that you wouldn't want to fight. Worried that you only did so to protect yourself. Worried that you'd be kind to me. I'm not worried anymore. Oh, she has a mask. You only look human, don't you? Yikes, what is this? You looked innocent enough at first. Well, this is going to be challenging. But that naive smile, those clumsy movements, they've vanished. Uh-oh. I might not beat this at this attempt. If that's the case, I'll come back to it, but you've seen the important part. Do you see these sentinels? They are not usually mine to command. Oh. It's pretty easy to skip things accidentally. I can appreciate the design of this battle as well. Is the dust those things leave behind dangerous, I wonder? Two guards responsible for them, they had names, they were my friends. I see. Getting a little bit more history. I'm not doing a lot of damage and now they've gone missing. Well, I'm not so good at this. You know exactly why that is, don't you? How many? How many are dead because of you? Well, my level of violence looks to be 1, so I wouldn't say any, actually. That was a close one. Don't act like you don't know. You look like the kind of atrocity who keeps track. Pausing just to think about it. I don't have much food left. I'm either going to fail or make it just barely. So what keeps you going? Because a number like that is worthless. There's no high score. There's no reward waiting for you. I should have moved to one of the other sides, because this is pretty much the worst point to be at. No, don't answer. Every breath you take is another too many. This one is pretty easy to avoid. You're going to die right here, right now. What? Sorry if I'm not talking too much, I'm trying to maintain extreme focus. Well, this is turning ugly quickly. Ah. Well then. I'm not called Joel though, or Joel. I kind of just want to give this another shot. Can I just skip? Yeah, I can skip. I'll give it one more shot then, but if I fail now... If I fail now, I'll do this next time. But man, this is super visually impressive. So as per the rule, I won't be repeating things I've already read before. I'll probably do it this time if I just keep at it. Also, they misspelled responsible. That's a shame. I mean, I'm not one to complain about minor mistakes in general, but this combination is probably the worst, because these are two attacks that I have difficulty avoiding. So I might not make it if I just... So do these sentinels represent anyone in particular? What? Well, that went better than expected. It's this one again. She has learned my weakness. With the little target things, the main key is change direction often, but you can't always change direction with the I keep not responding in time to actually move out of this one. I have to occasionally damage her or I'm just not going to make progress. Okay, this one is fine. As long as I don't suddenly mess up. Well, that went alright. Alright, we're getting close again. Let's see if this is easier. As it turns out, it is not. So I said this would be the last attempt, but you know me, I'm probably just going to give it another shot. Also, I like this random selection of names it picks out. So I gotta love the attention to detail on this one. I believe there's also a special ending for attacking her when you were originally going for Pacifist, like a betrayal kill, like you have for Toriel and certain other characters. But I won't be doing that because that would break my heart even more than this. Ouch. That was a really terrible start. I would just reset, but I'm afraid it won't actually remember if I shut down the game. Well, I have to get a lot of hits in if I want to do better than last time. So I'll just have to get good, I guess. But some of those attacks are so tough. Like, I can't think about moving in specific directions when I'm also trying to avoid those. Well then, I was just betrayed by the dog salad. I have no faith in anything anymore. Oh, that wasn't even a real attempt. Let's give that another shot. Why don't we? At least Asgore is still on my side. I take comfort in that. Ouch. and ouch again. Well, let's give this another fair shot. I do not like the purple attack. It's one that you can very easily screw yourself over with, and it hurts a lot. That attack is just the bane of my existence. I just hope there isn't some kind of this isn't even my final form moment where where it turns out I have to fight another, I have to like empty a whole other energy bar or something. Alright, you know what? I'm going to stop the recording here because I can keep trying until I'm tired. But there's not much of a point to that, so I'll end this episode here, but I will continue recording and see if I can upload a successful kill episode. So for now anyway, thanks a ton for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one. And sorry for ending it at this point, but you know how it is. It's tough. So see you in the next one, and hopefully I'll have beaten Red by then. Bye bye.